Okay, so in today's video, we are going to find out the milliamps at each percentage of power that is called out from light burn to the machine, just to verify that the machine is actually doing its 50% or 60% power. Should have done this a long time ago, but didn't think of it until recently I got suspicious where some people were saying that they were cutting around 40 to 45% power at 6 milliamps, whereas my 50% power was cutting at 6 milliamps. So I got to digging around a little bit. Seems like different machines are calibrated differently, and that there's slight variances between tubes, and even in the same machine that there's slight variances between different machines. So it's good to run your own tests like this. So what I'm going to do is draw a couple lines at different power percentages. I'm going to start at 40% power, 40%, and I'll go all the way up to 85. I know my 100% power is 20 milliamps because I've already, tested that a long time ago. Some people have gone 22, 24 milliamps as their 100%. Gweike specs there to go from 0 to 20. I don't know if that's true. OM Tech specs their 50-watt tubes to go from 0 to 16, I think. So for me, if my 100% power is at 20 milliamps, I want to be hanging around 10 milliamps. So whichever one of these power percentages that is sent from light burn hits around 10 milliamps, that's where I want to be at, and that would be my 50%, is what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, feel free to comment below and I can learn from you too. But if I want to use OM Tech specs and their maximum is 16 milliamps, I may want to hang around whichever power percentage gets me to 8 milliamps, just to be safe. Because Gweike, we all know, likes to, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but they like to tell everybody to cut at 100% power, and they say that their tubes won't lessen their life if you do, but everywhere else on the internet says otherwise, so I don't know. But just to be safe, maybe I'll hang around the 8 milliamps to 10 milliamps power. So what I've done is just set up this file. I don't know if you can see it, but different lines cutting at different, or scoring at different powers. So let's get my cursor here. Different power here. So this one's, I'm gonna start at 40% power, because I know the machine probably won't turn on. The laser won't even do anything under 40% power. So I'm gonna use the crappy MDF that Gweike gives us, just to mark it. You saw that I put the artwork down on the bottom left hand corner so I can actually read the screen down there. That little screen down there is what I'm trying to read. And then I'm going to jot down the milliamps that it outputs as it starts drawing those lines. So let's get focus in. Let's get our focus dialed in, down. Let's get the air assist going. That will start a fire. We're gonna start. All right, so as it draws its line, I'm gonna take note of so that's 02, 05, 06, so that's at 50%, should be 07 is 55%, 09 is 60%, 08, 09. Oh, see, 65%, it jumps us to 12. 70%, it jumps up to 14. 15 for 75. 16 for 80% power. 17 for 85% power. All right. Alright, so according to this, my 50% is around 60% power from light burn. So let's just verify that again. So I'm gonna send another line for it to cut at 60%. Let's try the 60% one again. Turn off everything but the 60% and just kind of verify. I could be wrong. I could have jotted down the wrong notes. Okay, let's do it again. So there it goes. This one's a 60%, and we're gonna try to read what it says. "05." That's weird. 06. Okay, so wait. Must have done something wrong here. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked show instead of output. My fault, guys. My fault. User error. User error. So I was supposed to turn off the output. Sorry. Let's go to my screen so you see what I'm doing. Turning off all the output, I turned off the show, which was my bad. So we're going to turn off everything except for 60, and just to verify that's around the 8 to 9, which will be my half, which will be technically my 50%. Alright, so I don't think we need a focus, but we'll just do that anyways. We'll press start. Let's verify what the number is as it scores that line. 11. That's weird. Alright. So let's try the 50%, 55% and see what it is. %. Alright, let's start that cut. 55%. Let's verify again. I might have gotten my numbers wrong. That's 0809. So my 55% on light burn is my 50% power on the machine. And then from 50, I guess I did my numbers wrong here. Sorry guys. So from 55 to 60% power on light burn, 55% has 9 milliamps. Cutting at 60% power in light burn, it jumps up to 11. Let's just verify that. We'll just double check. So I know my 50 is around 06, so that's checked out. 55% is 09, 60%. Let's do 60% just one more time, just to double check. 60%. We're gonna read the number. Yep, that's 11. So I got my numbers wrong. Okay, 60% is 11. Let's do 65 just to double, triple check. 65%. Wait for the blue light on the laser to go off. And then I'll send that job. Send it. So we're looking at 65% power now. And that's reading at 14. So I got my numbers wrong. So everything's shifted up a little bit. So everything's shifted up. So this is 14, this is 15, this is 16, this is 17, this is I don't care. So I'm never going to go up this high. If OM Tech is right, then my 75% power sending from light burn is actually my 100%. If I'm understanding this right. So where I want to hang out is around 55% power for all my jobs, my cuts. Good to know. Maybe you guys can run your tests. Let me know what numbers you get. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully I've done it right. Yeah, so I don't ever want to touch 100. If this is actually a 16 milliamp tube max, then 100% is my 75% power from light burn. So hanging around these numbers would be ideal. So I could probably start cutting everything at 55%. Which I guess will help out. I'll do some tests later, see how that improves my cuts. and we will go from there. Again, let me know what your numbers are in the comments below, and we'll go from there.